They replace the octopus with a snail. Starfire's intelligence level is so low that she begins to befriend inanimate objects, but it doesn't stop there, no. She later falls in love with an ice cream scoop. And the second that thing goes missing, she goes apeshit and kidnaps her friends.
We didn't take your scoop, Star, we promise!
I believe you, but my friend here is not so easily convinced.
Sake. Anyway, I digress.
Can you please lock her up? It's pretty clear that she's mentally unstable. Or better yet, just kick her off the fucking team. But what's worse is that the Titans come to some sort of realization that they're just like Starfire because they have things that they love as well.
We all get more satisfaction from our things than people, just like Star.
Okay, the way you treat your couch, book, TV, and mirror is completely different from what this psychopath is doing. You wouldn't go to the extent of romanticizing the things you like, would you? Don't answer that. I like the idea of what this episode is going for, but I don't like the execution. But hey, it could have been worse. Much worse.
The baby just kicked! I think that means it's coming!
Okay, so Beast Boy gives birth to a baby chick, and instead of handling his responsibilities, he ditches all of his responsibilities onto the other Titans.
You know what? Forget it. I'm not even shocked anymore.
I thought the montage of the Titans taking care of the baby chick was pretty nice, and Beast Boy eventually coming around to being a better father was pretty nice as well. And they have a nice father and son outing at the end, but then he ditches him like Brian Griffin did with his child, so it doesn't really matter.
Kaboom.
Yes, Rico. Kaboom.
The Titans get ready to watch a movie of their favorite show, Babies vs. Dogs. Like every other first part of these two-parters, the first part mostly builds up to the next part. And the first part was just the Teen Titans, except Robin, shitting all over the exposition and not taking it seriously. Then they get teleported into the movie so they can stop the exposition. Then they get cornered, but then they learn that the best way to stop the villain is through exposition. Blah, 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 blah. Let's get on to the next part.
But that was just part one of my plan. There's a part two?
For the next part, the Teen Titans decide to make their own movie after feeling so inspired. Remember the self-indulgent two-parter they did not too long ago? Well, instead of focusing on TV shows, this episode focuses on movies and the development process.
Oh, my favorite.
Yep, they have Robin be the director, Cyborg and Beast Boy being writers, Starfire and Wardrobe, and Raven doing makeup. I'll just spoil it for you, it ends with them having creative differences on the project.
Called it.
I could pretty much see that coming from a mile away. Anyway, this episode is pretty similar to the self-indulgent episode, so therefore it gets the same score. And speaking of movies based on a TV show... Hey, you remember how the previous two-parters were all about them making a movie? Well, it was all a prelude to Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Because if Aquaman can get a movie, anyone can.
A lot of people have said that this is a good movie. Well, I'll be the judge of that. It's no SpongeBob movie, or Regular Show movie, or Simpsons movie, or South Park movie, but it's pretty good. Teen Titans Go to the Movies is all about the Titans wanting to make a movie. Even though they already did that, but whatever.
Has there been a movie about you?
There was a Green Lantern movie, but we don't talk about that.
Okay, that's pretty funny. So the premise is that Robin wants to get his own movie, but the problem is that the Teen Titans are a joke, and nobody takes them seriously. And as somebody who's marathoned 213 episodes of this garbage, that is pretty accurate to say the least. All you jackasses do is push a lot of buttons and cause a lot of problems. Anyway, they tried getting Slade to be their arch enemy because the only way to be taken seriously is to have one, but he doesn't take them seriously either. So the Titans decide to fuck up the origins of every single superhero in the DC lineup by using these bicycles that can travel through time. But what do you know, that doesn't work. It does lead to this funny moment though. So they decide to take down Slade, and they succeed by sealing away this crystal that he was going to use to take over the world. So now he devises a plan to take it back, and he does it by destroying their friendship and pretending to be Jade Wilson, this woman who's a movie director. And it works through his magnificent power of mind manipulation.
You were wearing a lady director mask over your Slade mask the whole time! Didn't you get really sweaty under there?
It gets stupid sweaty, and I've had a bunch of rashes. Anyway, it doesn't matter!
After he gets the crystal back and destroys Titan's tower, trust me, this will be important, the Titans team up once more to save the world from Slade, which culminates in a badass third act where every single superhero is under his manipulation powers. Then the movie ends with the Teen Titans teaming up together to take down Slade. And I have to admit, it's a pretty cool action scene.
Our song was so sick, it blew up Slade's robot!
It would be so awesome.
So as a movie to a not so great show, it was pretty good. In fact, I would say that this is a drastic improvement over the show. The animation took a massive upgrade. Everything has a lot more detail compared to the show, and there are nice little Easter eggs and references hidden throughout the movie. And it looks really good. There are a lot of standout moments when it comes to the animation, whether it's Slade taking over the world with his mind manipulation crystal, the different musical numbers that have a switch up in art style, or the Titan's tower getting destroyed.
My superhero movie. It's all about me, yeah, it's all about me.
Seriously, outstanding job, animators. You did a great job. I like how the movie has a very playful demeanor. They make fun of a lot of superhero tropes in this film, ranging from making fun of special effects, making fun of specific superheroes that aren't well known, making fun of superheroes that are well known. They make a couple of references to Marvel superheroes and Marvel movies, and what do you know, even Stan Lee gets in on the fun.
Stan Lee?
I'm back. I don't care if it's a DC movie. I love cameos.
Not now, Stan Lee!
Excelsior!
I thought the story overall was pretty fun, even though there were some filler moments here and there, but I'll get into that later. What shocked me the most about this movie was the characters. The characters are actually well written.
I just don't believe you.
Don't get me wrong, they're still annoying, but they're not as insufferable as they are on the show. You know how there's this long-running gag that the Titans don't respect Robin? In this movie, they're actively backing him up and supporting him.
Are you lying?
Oh, no, of course not.
I just don't believe you.
Which took a lot of getting used to. I would expect them to laugh at him whenever he gets made fun of by the superheroes, but no, they were actively cheering him on. So yeah, the characters are not unlikable dicks as they are on the show. Slade was by far my favorite character in the movie though. I like his mind manipulation powers, he has a very playful demeanor, he poses as an incredible threat, which is a goddamn gift from God, and he's played wonderfully by Will Arnett.
Why does everybody think I'm Deadpool?
You got them guns.
And the swords.
Yeah, well, lots of people have guns and swords, okay? On the way here, I passed like 25 people with guns and swords. I am Slade!
My mother is dead, and everything is worse now. Because now I know I will never have a mother who looks at me from across the room and says, "BoJack Horseman, I see you."
The music was surprisingly good and catchy.
Are you lying?
Oh, no, of course not.
I just don't believe you.
No, seriously. I kind of expected them to take music from other artists, but no, they actually made their own music for this movie, with the exception of one. And the thing I liked most about this movie was the action scenes. While there are some neat action scenes in the show, they're nothing special, but in this movie, they look amazing. Since this movie has a bigger budget, the animators are able to make the action scenes look much more interesting. And they did a great job. The best one out of all of them is, no shock, the final fight between the Teen Titans and Slade, as he fights them in this giant robot.
Ay, caramba!
Despite it being good in certain places, it still has some of those Teen Titans Go gags in here.
Picture my booty up in 3D. I'll shake my booty in my own movie.
We're pooping in the toilet! Stop that! You are pooping in a prop toilet!
I don't know, bro. Look real to me.
There is nothing quite like doing the poops in the new bathroom.
For me personally, I feel like the jokes are kind of hit and miss, but for the most part they hit. Speaking of which, I think the movie's runtime is a little too dragged out, but since the movie is engaging, it doesn't bother me that much. There are some really stupid moments in this movie where I was like, are you guys stupid?
Item secured.
Crystal secure. You'll never get it now, Slade. No one can penetrate our vault.
Fuck me! What the fuck is this?
You look fucking stupid here.
Why would you tell him that? And I felt like the whole time travel sequence, while it was funny, felt kind of pointless. I mean, the show has done time travel scenarios a couple of times, but I don't know, it just didn't add anything other than just to kill a couple of minutes.
You know what you need? You need an upbeat, inspirational song about life.
So yeah, those are my only draws with the movie. Overall, I think it's a pretty good movie. Compared to everything I've seen in the show, this is a drastic improvement. But as a movie in its own right, it's nothing special. You can put this on for kids and they'll most likely get a kick out of it. I don't think it's better than the SpongeBob movie, the Simpsons movie, the South Park movie, or even the regular show movie. Oh, right, I forgot. There's one more thing we need to talk about when it comes to this film.
This is the Teen Titans. Can anyone hear us? We think we found a way back.
Yep, that little tease that the Teen Titans original was coming back. Guess what? They didn't come back for a 6th season. They came back for a shitty crossover movie. And I don't like deceptive marketing like that. But we'll talk about that crossover when we get to it. Taking place after the movie, the Titans have to rebuild their home because, Slade destroyed it. This episode reminds me of white people renovating houses from South Park, and I don't know why.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that. It's a mystery.
They tried to get their house rebuilt, but they can't because the city inspector won't let them. Eventually this ends with the Teen Titans getting beaten by a guy with red tape. My god, this is embarrassing. And it doesn't even matter because their house is going to be rebuilt in the next episode. Let's move on. The Titans want to be like Superman, so Raven gives them powers of various superheroes. And not well-known superheroes, just lesser-known superheroes. Didn't they kind of do this already with Super Robin? It doesn't matter. At least the episode is interesting with its concept. I found it to be pretty fun to watch, especially when the Titans start using their new powers.
Excuse me, does this have shellfish in it?
Yes, sir.
I make it for you. More shrimp than prime rib.
Beto, my man!
Huh. They got Mike's dad to come back. Good for him. Remember when Aqualad had a crush on Raven in season 2?
You're standing right on that turtle's eyeball.
He'll be fine.
Well, they decided to bring it back 3 seasons later. With the help of Mike's dad, Aqualad manages to win Raven over with Shrimp, so now Beast Boy has to win her back. But the problem is that he's a vegetarian, and Raven doesn't care about that.
You spending time with that fool? Yeah, he made me a nice dinner. I was really impressed by the effort he put in.
I thought you hated that fishy dude.
At least he cares.
You serious?
But I cares! Oh, that's right. You show me all the time how much you care about me. Oh, wait. No, you didn't.
Sick burn! I'm on the intercom.
No, I mean, wow, this is terrible. I'm gonna pass.
What?
I'm saving my appetite. Having dinner with Aqualad again. The food's better, and so is the company.
What a fucking bitch.
Okay, now that's just cruel. This episode is just blech. I don't think it's fair that Beast Boy gets made fun of for not eating meat. And then you got this dickhead taking away his girlfriend, which I guess kind of unintentionally shows that Raven doesn't value her relationship with Beast Boy all that much.
Now that is irony!
Then the episode ends with Raven forcing Beast Boy and Aqualad to make her food. It's not that great, and Michael's father constantly telling stories gets old really quick. And this episode gets really annoying when they constantly say,
Sick burn! 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 Oh! Sick burn!
like, shut the fuck up. And there's a side plot of Robin being all alone, and no one cares, so I don't care. So let's move on.
You want real scares, huh? I can help you, but it means we're not wearing costumes at all this year.
I likes it!
Me too! Then it's settled. We're trick-or-treating naked this year.
Say no to...
The Titans decide to make their costumes really scary this year, so they dress up like real monsters. It's a good episode. It's fun to see these characters dress up as real monsters. With Robin, he's a vampire. For Beast Boy, he's a werewolf. For Cyborg, he's Frankenstein. For Starfire, she's a mummy. And for Raven, she's the Invisible Man. Or is it the Invisible Woman?
Pronouns! We have them, so use them. Do not misgender me, you bigot!
And as expected, because they didn't take care of the cauldron that they used, a bunch of ghosts go around terrorizing the citizens of Jump City, so now it's up to the Teen Titans to stop them. I like this episode, and the ending has a good twist where the Titans get out their crappy costumes, which scares the ghosts.
Who am I? You sure you want to know? The story of my life is not for the faint of heart.
Robin tells the origin story of how he formed the Teen Titans. Again.
Didn't we do that already?
Yes, I remember it very clearly.
We definitely did that.
I think like twice.
And this will be the third time!
Look, I know they did this like 3 times already, but let's just roll with it, okay?
I will let it slide! I will let it slide!
Out of the 3 origin story episodes, this one is definitely the best. It seems to be the most accurate, the characters stay consistent with how they're portrayed in this show, and I really love the animation switch-ups for each character that Robin comes across.
It's so beautiful.
And although the dipshits don't believe that this is canon, I think it's canon. Robin tries to teach the other Titans about quantum physics. God, going to Teen Titans Go to learn about quantum physics, it's like going to Rick and Morty for a consistent narrative. It just doesn't add up.
Okay, I call this one low-hanging fruit.
That ain't a finger hole, you sick bastard!
I'm not a fan of this one. It's a copy of the episode where Robin tries to teach the Titans about rental property. You're gonna get the same jokes regardless.
Fight! 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 Fight!
See?
Fight,
Look at them!
fight,
About to fight like animals!
Robin tries to teach the Titans about real estate. again, but they're only interested in fighting a villain, especially after Robin shows a short montage of clips of them fighting various villains. Not much happens in this episode. It's just a bunch of bickering about how the Titans don't fight true villains anymore.
We want some over-the-top crazy superhero action! Ah!
We wish for the real fights against the real threats.
You guys literally fought Slade in the movie. The ending was pretty fun though, but for the most part, I'll give this episode credit that it doesn't follow the Equity episode to a T. Robin forces the Titans to go with him to the Grand Canyon. I don't like this one. It's just the Titans being a bunch of babies while Robin forces them to go to the Grand Canyon. And I hate to break it to you, it's not fun to watch. It's not fun when people on a road trip do it, and it's not fun when these assholes do it. And the poop jokes don't help either.
The market correction this morning could cause our stocks to explode.
I do not understand what they are saying.
Be thankful.
And once again, I know I've said this before, but I don't like how they have these characters on top of real-life environments. It makes me remember The Amazing World of Gumball, a good show that I could be watching right now, but too bad I already did a ranking video for that show, which you guys should watch. Shameless plug, I know.
There's 2 of them!
Okay, they're making a sequel to the America's Got Talent parody episode?
Okay.
The Titans get ready to participate in the Justice League's Next Top Talent Idol Star. Gotta hate that fucking title. But trouble starts to arrive when the Hive gets involved, and every time they try to do their performances, the Hive steals it from them.
Without further ado, here's the Hive! Singing the Teen Titans song, Go!
Teen Titans, the Titans, the Teen Titans, Teen Titans, the Titans, the Teen Titans. What?
Just be a joke, right?
Case in point.
I thought this episode was pretty good, which is saying something considering I didn't really care for the first one that much. I think the reason why I like this one a little bit more is because we get to see the rivalry between the Titans and the Hive. And also, it's nice to see the Titans get knocked down a peg. And I was totally on the Hive's side throughout the episode. Yes, I know that they're the bad guys, but they are much more likable and tolerable than the Teen Titans themselves.
This is an outrage!
Shut the fuck up!
And I was really happy that they ended up winning. Okay, granted, the only reason why they won was because the Titans got disqualified for cheating.
We won? You sure did. Too bad you cheated, homies. Now you're disqualified.
Get fucked.
Speaking of which, I like some of the performances. Mainly Starfire's. I thought hers was pretty good. So yeah, much better than the previous one.
Space. The final frontier.
Titans! Crime alert!
Yep, that's what it is.
And it means there's a crime we're being alerted to.
Then will you please tell it to alert someone else?
It's a galactic crime alert.
Ooh, a galactic crime alert. Big whoop.
We ain't got time for no galactics, fool.
Incompetent, lazy, goddamn bastards.
Did you say dark side?
Did you say space?
Did you say battle Darkseid in space?
I said all of those things, Titans, which means we're going on a
Space adventure!
I don't mean to be a stickler, but Regular Show beat you to the punch a while ago. But hey, I'll allow it. The Titans set out for a space adventure to take down Darkseid because of a simple zoning dispute.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. That's not that really happened.
Robin, did you seriously drag us all the way out here to settle a simple zoning dispute?
Those rich space homeowners are really upset. And if we don't enforce the galactic code, the universe will fall into chaos, and these onesies won't mean anything.
Like always, the first part is just setting up for the next part. But I will say that I kind of chuckled at the Star Wars and Star Trek humor. It didn't make me laugh, but it did make me chuckle.
Captain's log, 4114321.
1143.
We are dashing space rogues, dude.
That's right. Our moral compass ain't exactly pointing north, but we's do the right thing when the time comes.
Now, let's get to our awesome space adventure.
With the laser sword and the magical space wizards.
Hey! Titans.
Yes, Robin?
Please, call me Captain.
No.
Understood. Even you fans of the other type of space adventure can appreciate that!
No, we can't.
Stop playing that music! The odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field are 85 million to 1!
We do not have time for the math quiz, friend Robin!
So stupid. And I believe the moment Robin gets teleported into the probe, it's a parody of a Star Trek episode. I think. I wouldn't know. I'm not that much of a Star Trek fan. So yeah, if you're a fan of Star Wars and Star Trek, you'll get a kick out of some of the references in the first part. Lord knows I did.
Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need.
They rush to the second floor to find... To be continued in part 2.
The second part kind of gets interesting with the rooms that Robin shows the Titans. They mess around in the hologram chamber, we get the final showdown between Darkseid and Robin, and finally the crappy space battle that the team wanted so much.
All evildoers overlook an obvious design flaw that can bring down the whole system. We just need to get to the central terminal and override the mainframe. Can it be?
I kind of enjoyed these two-parters. It's not outstanding, but hey, I'll take what I can get. And the only reason why I'm scoring this episode high is because I'm a fan of Star Wars and all of the little references kind of got to me. I think Star Wars is pretty cool. I mean old Star Wars, not new Star Wars.
It's my birthday! It's my birthday! It's your birthday? Well, you think it's your birthday, huh?
It's Beast Boy's birthday, and he invited everyone except Robin. So Robin, being the spiteful little shit that he is, decides to throw his birthday party on the same day as Beast Boy's.
You're a douchebag.
This episode sucks, and that's mainly because of how spiteful Robin is, throwing his fake birthday party on the same date as Beast Boy's just to get back at him. But luckily, the episode does end with him going to jail after he turned himself into a gross monstrosity to prove that he's a party animal.
Alright, let me tell you something. Football is so much better than fucking your football.
It's a sports episode. They spend the whole episode ripping on football for how stupid and tedious it is. And what do you know? They reuse the villain from a previous sports episode from season 2 that I don't even remember, if I'm truly honest. There were a few funny jokes, yeah, but I don't care for football, so I don't care for this episode.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to.
Ha ha ha. The title of this episode is so funny and ironic. The Titans time travel to the 80s so they can determine whether or not it was the best decade ever. Dude, I wasn't even born in the 80s and I got a kick out of this episode. Seeing all the 1980s references, 1980s bullies, and the slang that was used during that time period, it was pretty fun.
You're like totally a nerd, bro!
I know. Before nerds were cool, huh?
Radical hair star. The like, thanks. You look the bodacious.
I am loving the snug fit of these 80s jeans!
Kids on bikes!
No problem. We'll just use a map.
Whoa, a paper map, like the early explorers used.
Whoa, he's like them Juan Ponce de Leons.
I would like totally kill for that girl's hair. You wish to totally do the killing for the hair?
Rock, glam rock, heavy metal, rap, new wave, electro, techno, hair metal, arena rock, post-punk, jangle pop, goth rock, synth pop. How am I supposed to find anything?
They also make fun of stereotypes during that time period, amongst other things. Sure, it may be relying on nostalgia, but hey, I got a kick out of it.
Alright now, get out there and make me some goddamn money!
Starfire tries to sell some cookies, but when she can't do it properly, the Titans decide to give her some advice. And what do you know, she becomes drunk with power.
You know what? Forget it. I'm not even shocked anymore.
I thought the finale was pretty funny when she starts using the tactics that the Titans taught her in order to defeat them.
The first skill you need to learn is decision making. Quick, make a decision about anything. Too late. You already failed the lesson.
You have to decide, Star. Us or your cookie empire.
Fortunately, I am quite good at making the decisions now.
The thing about Peoples is, they's dumb. All you gotta do is put them at ease with some good eye contact, lighten the mood with the fun conversation, or blow their feeble minds with a magic trick. What up, my mans?
Good afternoon. That's some good eye contact right there.
Putting you at ease, ain't I?
I'm getting there.
I got to grease this fool with some magic. Hey, dummy, pick a card.
Yeah, eye contact! Too powerful!
We's being put at ease.
Is this your card?
Ooh, magic. And therefore, you should do whatever you can to succeed in the business world while staying within the confines of the law. It's over.
If you release me, I will share the perfectly legal insider stock tip.
What kind of returns are we talking about?
But the premise itself reminds me of that Boondocks episode, Riley the Fundraiser, I think. Yeah, it reminds me of that.
Just the penny? Oh, no, nobody, no, siree, Bob, the no. Upon the penny, one can make the wish, which is then granted by the power of the first and only genie president of the United States.
Oh my god, this is so stupid. The Titans collect every single penny around town so they can melt it down and sell it to the government for a huge profit. But Starfire doesn't think that's a good idea. And what do you know, despite her warnings, the Titans follow through with this plan anyway, which eventually backfires. I like that they attempted to act like Scrooge McDuck, but like every one of these episodes, it's easily predictable. So much so that I'm not wasting my time talking about this one.
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
I am telling tall tales!
I don't think you're qualified to tell tall tales.
Yeah, bruh. How's about you tell them short tales?
That's pretty funny.
Can we stop with this joke? It's not funny. Especially since the people making fun of him for being short are short motherfuckers themselves. And I know that's the joke. They're making fun of him for being short even though they're short. It's not funny. It needs to die. Die!
Well, damn! Tell me how you really feel! Tall tales aren't literally tall. They're exaggerated stories about larger-than-life characters that inspire us to believe in the unbelievable.
So you're telling me this is another episode where you try to tell a story, but then it's interrupted by Cyborg, Raven, Beast Boy, and Starfire.
Like the story about a giant lumberjack named Paul Bunyan and his big...
Oh man, we love the story of Paul's Bunyan. Let us tell this one.
Called it.
Robin tries to tell some tall tales, but the other fuckheads mess it up with their own bullshit tales. It's like the other episodes. If you like hearing classic stories with Teen Titans Go characters, then this will be the one for you. As for me, not so much.
I demand that we all spend the rest of the day apart. Let's find out who we would be if we weren't members of the Teen Titans.
Ah, the joy of reading.
Oh, the yes. I too love the literature.
Looking at them words is making me hungry, yo.
I've heard of close friends, but this is ridiculous. Robin doesn't like how close the Titans are, so he forces them to live different lives. I will say that this episode has some interesting setups, like Beast Boy pretending to be Sticky Joe, Starfire acting like a secret agent, and Cyborg winding up in a different dimension that pays homage to shows like He-Man. The only weak ones were Raven and Robin's plots. Raven's part was nothing but a bunch of fart jokes, and Robin's part was so fucking weird with him going into his friends' rooms. But still, I liked it.
The teachers are in Atlantic City, learning the metric system.
Metric system?
We declare war on people who use the metric system.
But leaders belong to the metric system. We only use the imperial system in this tower.
Side with that dirty Darth Vader? Nah, bro.
Get it? Darth Vader? Star Wars? Please laugh.
No, I'm not gonna laugh at jokes like that. Go fuck yourself.
After spending 3 minutes bitching about the metric system, the next day Robin suddenly starts using the metric system's terms, which doesn't sit right with the other Titans.
I'm so tired.
Dude, this is just like the hot salad water episode. Switch the enemy to the metric system, switch the gullible bastard to Robin, and you have your episode. I did think the different challenges that the Titans were forced to go through were pretty fun to watch, but that's about it.
Not this shit again.
You're like, cow! Cow!
Control Freak tries to get Teen Titans Go canceled by showing deleted scenes. I thought it had some pretty decent moments here and there. My personal favorite is when the Teen Titans Go crew tries to go for a 3D effect. It was alright until this happened.
Look, our audience is coming back.
No, this can't be happening. This many people watching, Teen Titans Go is going to be around for a long time.
Son of a
Like, what
That's what you're supposed to do.
Why?
I don't like that.
What do you know? That one compliment I gave this episode has gone straight down the shitter.
And show us a passage of time. We're gonna need a montage.
The Titans start using montages as a way to get things done. This episode is way better than the last one. I like how they make fun of the concept of montages.
Titans, do you want the satisfaction that comes with putting in the time to achieve your goals? Or do you want instant gratification?
The instant gratification, please.
Hey! Booyah! Where have you guys been?
Montaging, baby!
Yeah, we've done montaged all our important business.
After that, we montaged every episode of every show on TV.
And all of the kitten cat videos on the internet.
Martial arts masters? They couldn't defeat Billy Zabka with that garbage.
Oh, man, them karate moves we learned in the montage ain't working.
I will explain in full detail how we came to this point and why your use of montages was a mistake. Raven, you only cleaned the part of the window we saw you clean in the montage. Cyborg, all you did was pretend to tighten some bolts. Beast Boy, the computer you were typing at doesn't even work. And Starfire, you only learned 3 words of French.
And I'm not gonna lie, some of these moments were pretty funny. Then the episode ends with them using dissolves as a way to show the passage of time.
Please introduce yourselves and tell us why you're here. Let's start off with some basic stretches. Let's go!
Why is this taking so long?
No shortcuts.
Ugh.
A nice episode that makes fun of montages, and Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but they did a better job of handling montages than the Owl House. Okay, I need to chill out. I've been roasting that show for way too long. I need to calm down. Everybody thinks I hate that show for real.
That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
Oh god, they got Shazam in here?
Fuck's sake. Anyway, I digress.
Anyway, the Titans long for simpler times when being a superhero wasn't all grim and depressing. Ha!
Now that is irony!
So they team up with Shazam to stop the evil Mr. Mind. And by team up, I mean being needlessly condescending while they're doing it. Why does this sound so familiar?
Well, I am Chico, and that's Chewy and Chappy.
What's wrong with these guys?
Okay, seeing the Titans be obnoxiously condescending gets grating at certain points, but at least Shazam is a likable character, and I liked the ending where the 7 deadly enemies of men take over the Titans one by one. And the final fight scene at the end was pretty great, an above average episode in my opinion.
Oh shit, here we go again.
The Titans get rid of the mascot of Easter because, well, look at him. They realize they screwed themselves over, so they naturally have to save Easter by doing it themselves.
No!
I say we kick the Easter Bunny out of Jump City once and for all.
I don't know. We probably shouldn't mess with the holiday. It could lead to some kind of disaster.
I really wants to get that bunny, though.
He makes a great point.
So you're just gonna ignore my warning?
Again, they don't listen to you when you warn them, so why start now? It's a retrend of the Christmas episode. Remember when Santa Claus didn't want to do Christmas anymore, so this led to the Titans trying to take it over for him? That's exactly what this episode does. But there were some pros to watching this episode. It's fun to see the Titans use the Titan robot again, and the creepy baby-looking abominations taking over Jump City was pretty fun to watch. Kind of reminds me of Gremlins. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, Raven. This is all my fault.
I know.
I should have listened to you.
I know.
Aren't you going to say, it's cool, or something?
Of course not. I warned you multiple times to stop messing with the holiday, you big dope. Listen to me next time.
Well, it's not like you listened to him when he warned you about these things. You fucking hypocrite.
Toy Story 4. I fucking love sequels. We're on the edge of the sequel. I love it.
It's the fourth part, so I'm pretty sure you guys know where this is gonna go. I did like seeing the unknown characters from the movie appear in one of the segments. I like seeing the smart birds reappear again, and the Painbot skit was pretty cool. It's just like the last three, the only difference is that they changed the background, so it's not in the Batcave this time.
They call me Little Dimples.
Raven wants to go participate in a beauty pageant so she can perfect a dance for her father, but she'll have to go up against Robin to win. Why is he competing in a beauty pageant?
I'm desperate for validation.
Pathetic.
Yeah, it really is pathetic. It reminded me of that South Park episode that had Ike participating in a beauty pageant so he can get Michael Jackson's soul out of his body.
Wait, what the fuck?
Look, it makes more sense in context. I thought it was really nice seeing Raven try to do something for her father, instead of just blowing him off like she usually does. But unfortunately, it's revealed that the dance she was trying to do was an evil ritual. It had a solid start, but it kind of withered at the end.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Robin tries to tell some stories of Greek myths, but unfortunately, the Titans decide to tell their own stories. Again. It's just like the fairy tales, the history lesson, the origins, and tall tales, except it's with Greek myths. You can just tell that these writers are just chock full of awesome ideas.
Oh, by the way, I was being sarcastic.
That's it, moving on.
Although who wouldn't want to live in California's 13th largest city, which boasts a population of 320,554, a top-flight jazz school, and a hot summer Mediterranean climate, averaging 257 days of sunshine per year. Centrally located, Stockton's rich history...
Stop talking about Stockton!
The Titans try to stop Jump City residents from moving to Stockton. This is another one of those episodes where the Titans are too stupid to realize that they're the problem.
It means Jump City is having a population crash!
Why would anybody want to leave?
Jump City is the place to be!
Doubt.
Come on, be more aggressive!
Okay, sheesh!
Parking spot! Go, go, go!
I see it! I see it! Booyah!
Oh, the line is the monstrous.
We can just cut to the front. No one will mind if the Teen Titans jump the line.
Fucking assholes.
Pizza! We want it!
Whoa, what happened?
Oh, I remember. We smashed this place up, taking down Brother Blood.
I got it. Oh yeah, I just blowed up this lab with some dangerous chemistry, yo.
I recall now doing the destroying of the beach in an effort to eradicate the crabs and their nasty claws of the pinching.
Why else would anybody want to leave?
Jump City is the place to be!
You should be ashamed.
You should be ashamed. You are the problem. Okay, you're the...
And instead of learning to grow, because they're never gonna do that, even after getting their own movie, they're still the same, they decide to move to Stockton themselves, which I will admit, it got a chuckle out of me.
Well, what did you expect in an opera? A happy ending?
Robin takes the Titans to see the opera, but they all fall asleep, and while they dream, they star in their own little operas. I would say this is one of my favorite episodes, mainly because this is an episode where the Titans rarely speak, and there are some pretty fun moments in this episode. Whether it's Raven teaming up with the pretty Pegasus to take down a troll, Starfire and Robin recreating a Tom and Jerry-like skit, or Robin messing around with Batman's belt, which is a parody of Fantasia. It's a really good episode. I liked it.
Summer camp, super summer hero camp. Summer camp, super summer hero camp. They got lakes, we'll jump right in 'em.
Canoe races,
Yeah, we'll win 'em.
stargazing, making wishes. Summer love, first time kisses.
Hey, they switched up the intro again. Wait a minute. The last time they switched up the intro, it was for that shitty 5-day island adventure special. Oh, fuck. The Titans hang out at a superhero summer camp for a week. Yeah, we're doing this for a solid week.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, they're getting ready for a canoe race with Bumblebee begging and pleading with Robin to let her be on the team. I like it.
Oh, wait, you serious?
Yeah, I like this one. I liked the canoe race as a whole. I liked the Titans pestering on whether or not they should add a 6th member to the group, and I liked how they referenced different groups as a whole. Overall, I had a fun time with this one.
We do not need a 6th Titan! What are we, some long-running series trying to introduce a new character to keep things interesting?
The yes.
I mean, let's be real. How many more times can I say whatever and still get a laugh?
It wasn't funny to begin with!
Whatever.
It's funny because they're self-aware about it.
It don't take the word not to sing the word. Come on and kiss it.
The girl can be your first kiss.
Second kiss.
Come on, no one wants to kiss this guy. Look at him.
Oh my god, oh, gee. Oh, god damn. God damn! They don't hold nothing.
Remember when they had Robin's back in the movie?
Aw, man. Forget those fools.
Who cares what other people think?
We have the each other, and that is all that matters.
Star's right, bro. What do those big shot superheroes know anyway?
Ooh, somebody's gonna get himself a camp girlfriend.
Girls don't like this guy.
He is the unattractive, both physically and emotionally. Oh, the cringes.
Okay, Psycho. Kissing a tree doesn't count.
A kiss is a kiss!
This is perfect. Wonder Girl can be your first kiss.
Second kiss.
Come on, no one wants to kiss this guy. Look at him.
Well, in every romantic movie, the main guy gets help from his friends. We can be those friends.
Nah, that sounds
No,
like
thank
no
you.
Yeah, it's a
fun
hard
for
pass
me,
for me.
or anyone that I would know.
Fucking assholes.
This is why I truly hate these loathsome shitheads.
I hate you!
Robin hasn't had his first kiss yet, so Bumblebee and the rest of the Teen Titans, begrudgingly, decide to help him with that. It's not as strong as the first part. It basically serves as a romance story spoof, with Robin falling in love with Wonder Girl, a character who's going to show up for this episode alone and never show up in any other episode afterward. I'm not joking, that's what she literally says.
Now I'll leave camp and you'll never see me again.
What?
It's a camp romance, so we're destined to go our separate ways.
But can I visit you or write to you or something?
Nope. See ya.
Brutal.
No, it's not your fault. This is a contrived encounter that, despite all odds, will spark something between us. Wonder Girl, I like you despite this awkward introduction. Okay, I'm finding this strange and weird, but I'm too polite to state that bluntly. It's obvious you've taken some bad advice from your friends, and you've offended me. But it so happens that my mind is occupied by troubles with my boyfriend. Well, ex-boyfriend. We just broke up, but it looks like we'll get back together. Anyway, I'm going to go and be upset now. Wow, that was incredibly dumb and dangerous. It should make me concerned about your decision-making abilities, and yet, inexplicably, I have fallen for it. It's my ex-boyfriend!
Your ex is the lumberjack?
He is the necessary obstacle you'll have to overcome to prove your worth.
I guess it's kind of funny that they're self-aware about it.
Not. Hey, get it?
This episode is a glorified parody of Friday the 13th. The Titans do some G-rated reckless behavior, so this leads to the creepy catcher taking them off one by one. This was a goofy, funny parody. I thought Bumblebee and Robin worked off of each other pretty well, and the twist at the end was pretty funny. It turns out that the creepy catcher was just a guy who wanted to play some baseball with somebody.
C-A-M-B-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. C-A-M-B-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song.
The Teen Titans get ready to put on a show, but Robin says they need to make it as boring as possible so they don't wake up the wolves. And what do you know? They wake up the wolves. Anyway, this sucks. Moving on.
Boy, I'm sure glad that's over with. Me too. Yeah, but you know, I learned something today.
Hey, where's our participation medals?
Ooh, sorry, fellas, but you're not getting any. You guys didn't participate. While the other campers were learning valuable camp skills to pay the bills, y'all spent your time getting Robin some smooches, waking up wolves with your crazy campfire show, and pretending to be pirates. Sorry, Titans, but y'all didn't learn anything. So, I can't give you any medals.
Thanks, Bertarang. You're the best.
No, you're the best. You all are. Get out of here.
It's the last day of camp, and the Teen Titans didn't get any participation awards. Which is good because Trigon is here, and he's using said participation awards to control the superheroes. So now it's up to the Teen Titans and Bumblebee to take them down. I like how they reuse the skills they've gained in previous episodes to take down the good guys. And here's one more thing. Bumblebee has officially joined the main cast.
Let's go.
Well, not really, because by the next episode, although she's in this part of the intro, she's not in the rest of the intro, so I don't think she'll stick around much longer. Since the Teen Titans have welcomed Bumblebee onto the team, they try to make her feel more at home. I fucking hated this one. It's just the characters acting unbearably obnoxious towards Bumblebee, even though they didn't act this way in the previous episodes. They're obnoxious, sure, but they're not this obnoxious. And the episode ends with Bumblebee turning into this disgusting mutated freak because the Titans decided to put her in the nuclear reactor room.
What the fuck, man?
What a fucking terrible episode.
Living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man.
You're still here? Huh. Bumblebee tries to teach Robin how to be a good leader by using bees. It's another one of those trying to teach Robin how to be a good leader episodes. And then it ends with him turning himself into a grotesque monster hybrid thing.
Saw it coming.
I pretty much saw this coming from a mile away. It's fucking piss. What do you want me to say?
You are?
Yeah. I'm man.
Robin invites the Atom over to fight the Brain, but he forgot that Bumblebee has shrinking powers, so now they need to train Bumblebee to take down the Atom. It was kind of fun hearing Patton Oswalt play the Atom.
Pick the better hero.
How are you the better hero?
Because when I shrink, I still have the strength of a full-grown man.
Close to godliness, which means clean. You know, cleanliness is close to... Never mind, move on.
And it was cool seeing Bumblebee and the Atom work together to take down the Brain. It was alright, a step up compared to the previous 2 episodes.
Sometimes I wish I could go back to the way it used to be.
Since Bumblebee is a new addition to the team, she doesn't get any of the references that the Titans are making. So they decide to travel back in time and make new memories, adding Bumblebee into the mix. Yes, every single one of them. Even the ones we want to forget.
Wobbles, 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 wobbles.
There is good and there is evil, and the line between them is clear.
I work alone. You'll only slow me down.
I am saying the one-liners like a real hero.
I've been so conflicted and unhappy all this time.
My only issue with this episode is, why couldn't they pick some of the better memories instead of the trashier ones? Why would you pick Waffles and Let's Get Serious instead of some of the better episodes from the show? You have no excuse. You have The Night Begins to Shine in this episode. So get some of the better ones.
No. I fucking hate you.
Even with that nitpick aside, it's still a pretty good episode. It was funny seeing Robin constantly telling their past selves to get out while they're making new memories.
I'm from the future, which means I'm older, which means I have seniority, which means... Get lost, baby hands.
Oh, great. Our future selves again.
You know the drill. Out! Beat it.
It's a good one. Hey, you remember Girls' Night Out, right? I thought it was a pretty good episode. So they decided to bring it back with Girls' Night In. Instead of having a night out, the girls decide to have a slumber party. While that's going on, the boys try to come up with multiple plans to mess up the girls' time.
Dicks.
It's fun to see the girls hang out once more, with Bumblebee being a welcome addition. Although it is a shame that Blackfire couldn't make it. We'll get to that in a minute. And I thought the side plot with Robin, Cyborg, and Beast Boy had some pretty funny moments here and there. At the end of the episode, Blackfire is finally here, and she has plans to take over the planet.
So, you truly do not wish to join of the slumbering party and bond as the sisters?
I hate bonding.
I mean, she did try being nice last time, and it resulted in you beating the shit out of her. A solid first part. Let's get on to the next part.
We're doing a sequel.
For the second part, Blackfire sets her plans into action, so now it's up to the girls and maybe the boys to try and stop her.
I doubt that very much.
There were lots of good moments in this episode. I love the moment where the girls use their powers to save Starfire. Jinx and Terra have some pretty funny ass lines in this one.
This looks really bad.
I always kind of wanted to see the world end.
A giant beam of light in the sky? Really?
There's always one of these in every supervillain plot.
Yeah, you'd think they'd switch it up once in a while.
Be original! I kinda like it. It's like a big disco ball.
Girl, you're gonna be on restriction for like a month at least.
There's something wrong with them.
Definitely.
What up, what up, what up, mamas?
Ew. If we were attacking you, why would we ring the doorbell?
And bring sleeping bags.
And a boombox!
I'm not gonna waste time unraveling your villainous mind games.
I love seeing the girls cheer Starfire up. The fight scene between Starfire and Blackfire was pretty cool. And it has a nice ending with Starfire seeing Terra, Jinx, Bumblebee, Rose, and Raven as her true sisters. So yeah, a pretty great two-parter. Nice job.
I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore! I don't know!
Robin gets amnesia and he starts thinking that Hawkman is his mother.
Okay.
It's an amnesia story, nothing further. Oh, and Raven makes a bunch of cheesesteak sandwiches come to life.
It's Smallmoo! If you want Smallmoo to be the 5th smiling friend, text Smallmoo to 555-0100.
Guys, I have something important to tell you. Being a part of the team has been amazing, but I think it's time for me to go.
Wow, she stuck around for a solid 12 episodes. I gotta give them credit there. If this was Family Guy, she would have gotten kicked off after episode 1.
Ryan, look out!
Bumblebee wants to leave so that she can become her own solo hero, but the Titans East and West team start fighting over her. The only thing to grasp from this episode is that Bumblebee is officially out of the show and she's never coming back, so all that time forcing her onto the team was completely pointless. Remember this at the end of Teen Titans Go to the Movies?
This is the Teen Titans. Can anyone hear us? We think we found a way back.
Well, this is your payoff. Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans is exactly what the title suggests. It's a full-fledged crossover between the 2003 cartoon and the 2013 cartoon.
This is gonna be good!
The premise of this movie is that Teen Titans Go Trigon attempts to use Raven's power so that he can resurrect the original Trigon so they can rule the multiverse together. Which he can do because Raven's gem is cracked, and it's revealed that there's a demon inside it.
That gem in your forehead is what contains your inner demon. But now that it's cracked, your demon can escape and consume your human side entirely.
So with both Ravens under Trigon's grasp, both Teen Titans need to work together to travel through the multiverse to save Ravens and stop Trigons. Alright, let's start with the pros. I will say it's good to see these characters again, and for the most part, they stay semi-consistent with who they are. For the most part. I liked some of their interactions. I liked 2003 Raven conversing with 2013 Raven on how she deals with her inner demons, and the fight scene between both teams was pretty fun to watch and very satisfying to see, especially since this is a fight that fans have wanted to see for years. Speaking of fights, the action scenes, for the most part, still look pretty decent, even though it's clear that the team had to work with a smaller budget. My favorite fight out of all of them is definitely the final fight with Hexagon versus the Teen Titans from Infinite Earths, which is obviously a homage to Avengers Endgame.
Titans of Infinite Earths! Go!
Avengers! Assemble.
I think Trigon does a decent job of being a threat in this one, especially when the two join together to make Hexagon. I like how they go into the multiverse, and that's it. Now let's get into the negatives. Although I said I liked seeing the original characters, it's pretty clear they got Flanderized hard. With the exception of Raven and maybe Starfire, Robin, Cyborg, and Beast Boy act very different from how they were in the show. They turned Robin into a plan fanatic. He constantly keeps talking about or obsessing about making plans. I'm pretty sure he doesn't always act like that. They also turned him into an unlikable dick.
Everyone okay? Everyone who counts, I mean?
He just acts like an absolute asshole to the Teen Titans Go crew. Which is weird because if I remember correctly, Robin didn't always act like this. Maybe in the first season, but I'm pretty sure his character evolved beyond that. Again, as I said before, I only have like 50% of knowledge from the original show, so I might be wrong. If I am, tell me in the comment section below. As for Cyborg and Beast Boy, they made them extremely serious, which is weird because those two can be serious, but they also have their goofball moments as well. But in this movie, they're portrayed as serious as possible, and it's through hanging out with the Teen Titans Go crew that makes them realize that they should just chill out for a bit. Which is really stupid. As I said before, the only characters they didn't butcher were Raven and Starfire. Starfire stays as loving and caring as she usually is, and Raven, while she is a little less moody than how she is in the show, I didn't mind it that much. Also, I didn't like how they brought back the original Trigon. I'm pretty sure I remember in an episode that Raven killed Trigon, so it makes no sense that they brought him back. Speaking of characters, I don't like the way the original characters look. They look very cheaply made, they're very stiff, they don't blend into their environment that well, and for the most part they look like cardboard cutouts. Like, Warner Brothers, you seriously couldn't give these guys a little more money to make these characters look more faithful to how they were in the 2003 cartoon?
No.
Huh. That sucks. And I don't know if it's me, but the animation looks very spotty in this film. What I mean by this is that there are moments that just look bad. I mean, the Teen Titans Go show doesn't have stellar animation, but it at least looks competent. Here, it just looks off. It reminded me of Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder. Not to mention, there are a lot of animation errors. I usually don't mind these kinds of things, but it's kind of hard to ignore them when they're this apparent. The humor is not that funny. I got a few chuckles, but for the most part, they were just misses for me. I didn't like the music, especially the rap number, We Are Teen Titans. Overall, this movie is a lot weaker compared to Teen Titans Go to the Movies. And also, you assholes should have been more specific. When you played that clip, you should have told us right then and there that you were going to bring them back for a crossover movie, not a 6th season. It just comes off as extremely assholishness on your end. Control Freak forces the Teen Titans to play Family Feud against the Scooby-Doo gang. He's doing all of this because he's sick and tired of seeing them taking up the schedule.
Well, I'm glad you're happy, because when I try watching my favorite network, all I see is garbage. There's garbage here, and garbage over here. There's garbage everywhere.
I don't blame him. I'm giving it a high score because I'm just so happy to see the Scooby-Doo gang again. After watching that piece of shit garbage show like Velma, I'm just so relieved to see these guys again. Oh, as for the episode itself, it's okay. I also like the Scooby-Doo chase at the end. Such a classic.
Scoot your booty, that booty, and I do the booty scooty. Scoot your booty, that booty, and I do the booty scooty.
What do you think?
Not humiliating enough.
Indeed, he has not been sufficiently shamed.
Just let me in! Fool, if you want us to open that gate, you best dance your butt off! I said dance your butt off!
Can you guys please stop doing that? It's not funny. Robin literally dances his booty off, so now the Teen Titans have to find it. This reminds me of that SpongeBob SquarePants episode where Patrick lost his head, except that episode was actually good. It was cool to see Freak again, I guess, and I did like the references to Waldo and Dora the Explorer. That's it. After the Titans literally turn into toys and spread out to different parts of the world, Robin has to collect them all. It's a parody of Pokemon, obviously, and it makes fun of collectible culture. You know those dorks that collect a bunch of toys and don't open them because it will supposedly ruin the value of it?
Cool, yeah, no, I used to play with these when I was younger, too.
That's a collectible.
Oh, I used to have this one.
An extremely
Wait, why is it still in the package?
Yeah, those dorks. I don't know why I'm talking shit because I used to collect them all the time. I mean, I really enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed the references to Pokemon, and I got a kick out of them making fun of collectible culture.
They are Turbo Titans Go!
After they get into a freak accident, the Teen Titans can turn into cars whenever they touch water. And this is good because they need to use these powers so they can take down Dr. Military. Sure, it may be stupid that they're able to turn into cars, but you know what?
I love it!
The theme song that plays at the start is pretty killer, the racing and chasing scenes are pretty well animated, and as a whole I think it's pretty good. And it ends with them turning into an aircraft carrier. Now come on, you gotta admit that's pretty cool.
Someone made a cartoon not the way we exactly wanted them to! That's why!
It's not supposed to be charming, it's supposed to be cool!
Ah! I think she's got the wrong channel! Change it! Change it!
I checked! This is it! This is the new Thundercats cartoon!
Why's their mouth shaped like beans?
They took one of the greatest action cartoons of all time and turned it into a comedy? I am outraged!
We's all outraged!
I'm sensing a lot of deep-heated hostility here.
Well, no shit.
It's another making fun of the haters episode that's on par with Let's Get Serious, The Return of Slade, Wall-E T, The Fourth Wall, and The Shaft.
Oh boy! My favorite!
Along with that, this episode serves as a satire of how fanbases get overly pissy and upset over new installments of long-established franchises doing something completely different. Examples include so I'm not even going to waste time talking about this one. Also, they're bringing in that new show, what was it, Thundercats Roar, for the sake of making fun of the fans.
I've been watching you all from my perch in the cartoon afterlife. You've shown me that Thundercats Roar is a worthy successor, and anyone who says otherwise has a poop mouth with poop opinions.
Well, I guess that settles it.
Yo, this cat has spoken.
What did we do to deserve this? No, seriously, what did we do to deserve shows like this?
I don't fucking know.